Is Wiki sicky? Well, according to its founder, Wikipedia is slowly dying. And the problem is nobody wants to edit the gazillions of pages anymore. Yep, Jimmy Wales, not there, told the 7th annual Wikipedia conference, quote, "We are not replenishing our ranks. It is not a crisis, but I consider it to be important." The Wiki-in-Chief said the problem is a lot of hardcore Wikipedians are getting older, getting married, and figuring out that they have better things to do with their time, meaning they finally got a life or something that looks like a life. Meanwhile, the site is simplifying its editing procedures. Translation, it's now twice as easy to mess with Bill Schultz's page, which I strongly discourage. Seriously, don't go on his page right now and insert how Bill still plays with My Little Ponies. Don't do that.
I don't mind that.
Anyway, shall we discuss this in our
lightning round?
Shibani, how will your life change if Wikipedia goes away?
Probably not in the least.
Really? You don't use it at all?
For what?
No, you don't?
There's nothing factual on there. You can't really believe what's going on that site. For example, when Sarah Palin made some, what was it? She recently made some statement about Paul Revere,
right?
And said that he was on the side of the British and blah blah blah. All these Wikipedias went to the Wikipedia page and changed history on those sites, and then they realized that that actually was not history and that should not be.
What an amazing world we live in.
But you know what? Here's the thing. I use Wikipedia for like things that can't hurt people. You know what I mean? It's like if I need, like I was saying this, I am obsessed with how it's made because like I will want a fact about an orange. And I type in orange wiki, and who are these people? Who are these people?
That's the evil orange lobby, and that citrus lobby's vicious, man.
Sure.
They have all these minions working for them. Yeah. But I actually make wikis all the time. Actually. Yeah, I have a Tito Jackson thing.
Why?
Every bit of information on Tito Jackson, that's me.
No way.
Every piece.
Really?
Why Tito Jackson and Britt Hume. I'm big fans of both.
You're not one of those
I'm big fans of both.
Something better to do.
No. I haven't had sex in 7 years. So no, I mean Wikipedia is fun, and it's a good thing to update information. It makes you like a producer of knowledge. It's a cool thing. The only problem is, and I tell you this as a university professor, is that people can't tell the difference between what's a fact and what's not.
Yeah.
So students now use Wikipedia instead of going to a real encyclopedia. That's right. That's the danger.
The funny thing is, so it's better than an encyclopedia. I remember at home doing that 20 facts encyclopedia. It was always the same stuff. But at Wikipedia, there's just so much out there.
But that's
because they make it up.
Because that's when the facts were real in the encyclopedia.
Right.
Of course, there are only fewer of them.
I can't believe I'm defending this. I'm just amazed that for every single piece of the world there is a page, and yet I've never met like people that do this. Bill, you've probably been a victim of this site from the beginning, so you're probably happy to see it die.
Yeah, well, actually, I bit the bullet and went on my page to prepare for the story, which I hate doing. And they've actually cleaned it up a little bit. One problem, they said I was from Chicago. I'm from the suburbs of. They called me a comedian. And even though they mentioned that I went to Lake Forest Academy, I keep wanting them to also say that Bill Ayers did as well. I think it'd be a fun little group of famous LFA people. Go Caxies. I think that would be good.
Bill, what is that? Is that a grade school?
Lake Forest Academy. That was my high school.
Oh.
He and I are Caxies, don't you know?
Well, I had no idea.
Yes.
And ironically, he's still more successful than you.
Exactly.
And more respected.
Yes, exactly. I don't know. I've used it as a crutch. You know, for dumb knowledge, for music, like finding somebody.
It creates a second step. You have to look it up first on Wikipedia,
and then verify,
and then look it up somewhere else.
Yeah,
so
but like when it's done by enthusiasts, and the Red Eye page is a good example. The minutiae in that page is unbelievable.
But it's right. That's what I'm saying.
It's all correct. And another example, don't ask why. I was looking up. I typed in Smurf names today. That damn Wikipedia site had every single Smurf name and their history, and when they first entered and the episodes, it blew my mind. And this Smurf.
Get him some more work.
Yeah, if you
Can we
type
really
in,
not ask why you did that?
I wanted to find a
Smurf
name to use, and I've used Slouchy. He was in episode 3, season 2.
Is that when we say blew my mind, is that BLUE?
Oh, very nice word.
That's a good.
That'll be on Wikipedia.
That's how we'll exit that one. Next topic, Gwyneth Paltrow is opening up about her life. God help us all. Yep, the actress was interviewed by Elle, and here are some of her vomit-inducing responses. On deciding to launch her website, Goop, she says, quote, "When you go to Paris and your concierge sends you to some restaurant because they get a kickback, it's like No. Where should I really be? Where's the great bar with organic wine? I honestly get violent when I read this. Where do I get a bikini wax in Paris? People know that I know that. And on going public with her personal care regimen, she mused, what I love is inspiring people. People come up to me and say, I want to have 2 kids and wear a bathing suit and not feel terrible about myself. I see how hard you work and it makes me feel like I can do that too. And lastly, she said, I'm the queen of all that is evil and I get my power by eating babies, puppies, and old people. Well, at least she's honest. Clavin, why does she make me feel violent?
Well, I have to tell you this. This is a true confession.
Yes.
I am crazily in love with Gwyneth Paltrow and have been since she appeared on the scene. And finding out that she's stupid makes her hotter, really, because when you see a girl that beautiful and she's stupid, you think maybe I have a chance.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, because if she had self-respect or intelligence, you'd know you were.
Yeah,
This explains your Sarah Palin thing,
Exactly.
too. Yeah.
Shabani, I'm fairly even-tempered.
We're all weak folks.
Is that right?
I'm fairly even-tempered, but hearing her or reading what she says, it just makes me want to do horrible things. What is it? Is it the fact that she just thinks she's
Better than everybody else.
Yes, is that it? Yeah.
And that we aren't as privileged because we need to, we have to ask people where we need to get our bikini waxes in Paris, where she just knows.
She just knows.
She just
comes
knows.
to her as if in a dream.
Yeah, I just happen to
I
know.
feel sorry for you. You don't know?
What an empty life you lead. Professor, I know you get all your bikini waxing tips from Paltrow,
Yes.
but
I got a Brazilian.
yeah. Is there a more repulsive person aside from dictators and whatnot?
Yeah, Bush aside. I actually like Gwyneth Paltrow. I like her movies. I love Shallow Hal. I think she's an attractive woman. I think she's fun. And I think a lot of rich people talk like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they all talk like this. I think she got caught.
She got caught.
Yeah. She's dumb enough to put it on the record.
She's pulling the curtain back and showing us what it's like.
That's exactly. It's like when Jesse Jackson got caught on tape saying he wanted to cut the president's nuts off. Who doesn't say that? You know, I say it at least twice a week. I just don't say it on Fox News.
Bill, do you think Gwyneth's wife, Chris Martin, ever gets tired of listening to this crap?
He's usually too busy going to various Lilith Fair festivals and shopping for flannel to even know what she's up to, Greg. That poor woman is always working, and he doesn't care or respect any of it.
Ugh.
They
All right.
moved in together on the first date. It's a lesbian joke.
Last topic. What? I'm going to let that one just disappear. A new Rasmussen poll found that 76% of adults think Americans are becoming ruder and less civilized. That's up from 69% last year. Personally, I blame the Tea Party for the increase. The same poll also found that just 12% think people are becoming kinder and gentler. Andrew, do you agree with this?
Oh, shut up. Oh, I think there's certain rules that we need to handle new situations, like cell phones essentially are what are destroying our manners. I think there should be a law that people over 50 can't use cell phones in public because we don't really understand that you don't have to shout into them to get their voice to travel through space.
I would go the opposite. I'd say people under 50 aren't allowed to use them.
They shouldn't be allowed to use them in movie theaters because they don't
I
understand
think
that
that
everybody
no
else can see
males
them.
should be able to use them because it is the most annoying thing to be sitting across the table from someone who is blackberrying away. Or on the phone, you're trying to talk to him and you hear somebody like typing on a keyboard. It's a man that does it. Women don't do that.
I've seen women do that all the time.
All the time.
Men.
Every date I'm ever on, the woman's blackberrying through the whole thing.
That's just
Well, that's because you are boring.
Shabani, my
I thought it was because she
picture.
had homework to finish.
Shabani, my picture is not going to sext itself, and you're welcome.
I don't know what that means.
I'm never touching my phone.
Yes. Have we lost our standards? We're just scared to tell people to knock it off. Isn't that what it is?
Well, it's partly fear, and it's partly that we're not connected as a community anymore because of all this technology. We don't see each other, we don't talk to each other, we don't touch each other in the same way. Don't make a joke right there. And so as a result, people are more distant and they become more rude.
It's easier.
And
I'd much rather get a text than actually talk to somebody
Exactly.
on the phone.
Exactly.
I don't
It
know
also
why,
puts
but
you in-
I try and avoid speaking to as many people as I can on any given day. That is like the ultimate goal. Under 10 people that I actually want to physically speak to.
I think we're just scared of holding people accountable. When I was a kid, if I was rude, there was a stranger would tell you to knock it off.
Yes.
You can't do that anymore because you think you're going to get killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but certain things aren't considered rude anymore that used to be, like
that's true.
texting while you're sitting at a table.
How do you explain? Yeah, it's like, how is that rude? It's
normal.
Exactly. All right, time for another break. And remember to check out the Red Eye podcast. There's a new one every day. To catch them, go to foxnewsradio.com and click on Red Eye. Tonight, I don't know what we talked about because I wasn't there. Bill?
Grown men who wear sports jerseys.
Ah.
What?